looks like a Jezebel. Do 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 do. Teeth wise. Back file. Search. Willem Dafoe. Search. Paste. Done. Away that goes. Let's come back to class. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Images. Willem Dafoe. Did I cut the last one out? I did, didn't I? David Spader, yeah. Alright, Willem Dafoe, let's have you. Widest than hairline, high set ears, soft close set eyes, added jawbone. Makes them look weird, doesn't it? Is that his boyfriend? 68 and his boyfriend's 48. You dirty old cow, grandma. He looks like Death warmed up, doesn't he? Death in a dress. The crazy face of a woman, look. Looks like a crack addict, doesn't he? Golden brown. That's what that song's about. Heroin, right? It's an egghead. Final answer. They've tried to block off. It reminded me of Jim Carrey a little bit. Widest in the hairline. We've got no brow bone in the corners, lot. She's got a little bit of a wide dental arch for a woman, but no cheekbones. She's got a square chin implant. Willem Dafoe. Again, where are your clavicles? How is it possible that the female celebrities have got bigger clavs than these V-shaped bitches you've got? It's mental what happens in the world, isn't it? Because everyone believes that they can become Willem Dafoe or Ronaldo or whatever. Everyone's got this belief that they can become something, but they can't. They can only be whatever these people want you to be. That's why the world's in such disarray. I've said it many times before. The world's in disarray because of these people. Not this person in particular, but the people who did this to him. The evil spirits and wicked spirits in high places. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about this person in particular. I'm talking about the people above them that allow this world to be this way. Do you know, I bumped into Molly today. Well, I went to see Molly and he said, my old best friend, bearing in mind my old best friend was the one who set up the green screen. He put an hook in the joist in the roof and one in the floor and lent me his harness and winch so I could swing on green screen. He was my best friend for 25 years. And then we fell out over all of this. But today, Marley said he's been on the heroin, the guy we're talking about, my mate, and the crack or whatever, I don't know. He's on one of these really addictive drugs that they go on. And apparently 2 24-year-old boys took over his house that he's lived in all his life, booted him out of his own house. That's why he went round my other friends to get a group of lads to go and get him. My mate said no. Molly said no, not happening. And then, cut the long story short, Peter. They found one of them dead the other day in his house. And that, you know, when I heard this, what happened, they found this young lad dead in his house or whatever. He's going to be prime suspect because someone died in your house, whether it was an OD or whatever. But what really gets me is he had the same chance I did to find Jesus and God. He had the same chance at the same time as me to realise that the earth was flat. He would never have gone down this road if he knew that God existed. He would never taken those drugs in the last 10 years that this has happened. I've been doing this 12 years, so we haven't really spoken for 12 years since it all happened, but it's taken 12 years for Satan to get to him. It took less than 12 seconds for Jesus Christ to get to me. And in an instant, it changed my life. It changed the way I am. And it's kind of heartbreaking that my best friends now got gone down this route, you know, that it's hard to get out of that spiral. I've seen many people go down it. I've seen a few. Only one of my friends who went on to heroin got out of it, got back to normal, and he is practically back to normal. He didn't go far enough down that road to ruin him. And I don't know how long my mate's been on this for, but I don't know. It's taken less than 12 years to ruin him if it's happened since I've left his friendship circle. It's taken 11 years for Satan to destroy him. It makes me sad, it really does, that they just don't see it. I love my friends, I love my family, but they're never gonna accept God. They're just not gonna accept him. I can't believe how easy it was for me to accept him and to fall in love with the idea of him and what he's done for me. And sometimes I want to ask, why didn't you do it for me mate? Why didn't you do it for Kai? You know, why has he got to this point? And God has done it for him. He did it at the same time he did it for me, but he didn't have ears that listen. He didn't have eyes that see. He didn't see the kingdom of heaven within himself. Now he's got the kingdom of Satan in him. And well, I don't know what the rest of your life's going to hold. You're lucky if you get 75 Christmases down here and you're the same age as me practically, so. I wish that God could have the same impact on everyone that he had on me and like he had on you. I wish he could. I don't know why he doesn't. And the only thing I can put it down to is that they don't think. They haven't got a brain to think for themselves. They're programmed so badly by the satanic beast system that they can't see a way out of it. People call them NPCs, non-player characters, because we're in a game. We're back to simulation theory, are we? If we was in a simulation, what would be the point of brainwashing us all? If we're in a simulation, what would be the point? Again and again, I end up with these blank answers because the common sense answer's there. You're entering la la land, Peter. There's no such thing as the Matrix as such. You are living in a lie matrix, but the world itself is real. You are real. Your life and all your feelings and all your thoughts are very, very, very real. But people want to take away that specialness, that intimacy that you have with God when you know he's real. They want to take that away from you and replace it with these freak shows. She don't look happy, does she, there? She really doesn't look happy. And I know they can act. Look at the shiny estrogen-filled eyes. I know they can act. They're the world's greatest actors, I get that. But sometimes when I look at these pictures, that looks empty, doesn't it? If what I'm saying is true, and this is a girl, and it is, that woman looks vacant. That woman looks absolutely vacant. Like my mate who's on the crack. This might as well be on crack, look. It looks soulless. The eyes look empty, look. And I don't know if it's living your whole life knowing you're lying to the world, being this pretend celebrity. That's all they are, the pretend celebrity. You got to remember this, the pretend celebrities. If the whole world knew the truth as it was and as it stands, they'd have no fans. They'd have no industry. Nobody had watched their fucking films. It just causes me great sorrow that my friends and family suffer whilst these people, don't get me wrong, I'm sure this person suffered for what's been done to them, but they carry on their lives like it's not happened to them. One or two pictures, I see sorrow, but all the others, they just don't seem to care, look. They're quite happy with the lies that they've told, the deceit that they've pulled over this world's eyes, the whole of the world. I'm not just talking about one or two people, I'm talking about everybody. To the point that people can't even see that we're all one big family. And for most of us, naturals, we act like that. We act like we're one big family. I wouldn't go out my way to hate you. You wouldn't go out your way to hate me. You wouldn't do it to anyone, and they wouldn't do it to you. That's natural, people. All right, you've got muggers and robbers and that. They only exist because of these people. And money. If you get rid of money, there's no muggers and... That's the best thing, right? You get rid of money, crime's gone virtually, hasn't it? Because nobody has to steal anything. There's nothing to be stolen. You've got everything you want in life. You have an house, you have a car, you have food, whatever it is that you want, the computer you want. As long as you work, and you work for free, someone else will work for free to build you the house, to give you the computer, to sew the clothes together that you want. As long as you go and do something for free. That's heaven on earth. That's what the Lord's Prayer is talking about when he says, let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. Not this money grabbing, greedy banking, dueling, debt ridden satanic system that I was born into. Willem Dafoe is a woman. Final answer. She's got a long face walking. I'm ranting again. I'm sorry. What triggered that? I don't know. Sorry. There we go. Willem Dafoe. Shoulder tilt is a woman. Final answer. Look at where these pants stop. Short body, long leg. That's the wrong order. There's a nice one as well. From Full Mints with a shoulder tilt, with arms akimbo. Short arms akimbo. Female hips. And making a flamingo foot from there. Willem Dafoe, born biologically female. Again, shoulder tilted look. Inline footfall. Ski whiff inline look. Look at the state of them. Leant forward into the walk as well, look. Inline footfall with Diamond, Abbey Road. Same with the bodyguard here, look. Inline footfall, whoever that is, the bodyguard. Walking with her. And another one there. She's got oversized shoes on or something. You want a wee wee? My boy want a wee wee? You want a wee wee, boy? Come on then. You want a wee wee? You want a wee wee? I'm back. Sorry. Right, Marlowe's been let out. She's got oversized. I'm sure they give them oversized shoes, you know, to make her feet look bigger. From Flamingo with Diamond. And again, explain to me why this multi-millionaire
Actor can't afford a jacket that fits. Honestly, he looks like he's put his dad's jacket on, doesn't he? Looks like he's a 7-year-old boy wearing his dad's suit jacket. Same one. Look at that Tim Roth as well. Look at this shoulder tilt. Arms hanging akimbo. Full mince. You can't stop the truth. Ye shall know the truth shall set you free. Is that the devil talking? Does that sound like the devil? Why does the devil want you to be free? The devil wants you enslaved like he is. Well, that's a strange picture, isn't it? What do you think they're trying to tell us in that picture there? What are you looking at? Mallow. Oi, get down. Get down. You want a Jaffa cake? You don't like Jaffa cakes. I gave you one before, you didn't eat it. There we go. Right, Willem Dafoe. Biologically... Oh, she's doing it again. What is this with the flowers? I pray that that's AI. It is. It's AI. Why is AI doing that to her face, though? Why is it giving that perfect egg shape? Oh my God. Anna Taylor-Joy. Look at those Sid the Sloth eyes. He's got a big nose, hasn't he? Mushia Prada. That's the person who makes Prada. Is that the owner of Prada? Is it really? Yeah, he's definitely got a big schnoz, hasn't he? Prada. Right, we're done. Willem Dafoe, Backfire, what are you talking? I've got 2 of them. Willem Dafoe. William Dafoe. Willem Dafoe, not William. Willem Dafoe. Loads of gates there. I couldn't find half of them. Right, let's go back. Let's get rid of that one. Close. Let's do another one. Oh, you've all been putting G. Why aren't they in orange? Not one of them's in orange. How am I supposed to pay attention to that? James Gandolfini. Have we done James Gandolfini? I think we have, haven't we? James Gandolfini. Oop. Oh, we already done it. Brink. Bosch. Lawrence Fishburne. Have we done Lawrence Fishburne? Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne. Oh. Fishburne. No, I haven't. Well, let's do Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence. Why is it not coming up? So it's be there. Fishburne. There we go.